Hi, I'm Amber, the founder and CEO of Email Maven, and I work with a lot of associations and hear very similar stories about problems, successes, and concerns, and I want to share them as they relate to email marketing. So let's jump in. I am going to do a 4-part series talking about the number one thing people say they have a problem with. We send too many emails. So, in this 4-part series, I'm going to just review the 4 ways to fix sending too many emails. It's not an easy fix. It takes time. So let's jump in and talk about how. Number 1, your association as a whole needs to identify that they're sending too many emails, and you need to have buy-in from the C-suite to fix it. Now, fixing it is typically going to take a culture change. It's going to take someone managing your email traffic control, and it's going to take people enforcing the rules around how many emails can be sent. And it's going to require some hard conversations of things that need to be eliminated. So, this first part, I want to share an experience that I had when I worked for an association way back when, that they'd figure this out. They were sending too many emails. Their branding was a little bit off. Their voice wasn't great. They had a lot of people sending emails, and they knew it was a problem. So they decided to hire a sole email executor, and that was me. So the VP over the unit decided that he was going to be the advocate. We created a whole plan around this. So we centralized email. We created an email calendar. I was the email traffic controller, so I made sure that all of our rules were being followed. We had a set number of rules about how many emails could be sent in a day, in a month, to who, etc. And we had a plan for regular meetings with stakeholders, as well as regular reporting back about how email was doing and adjustments and hard conversations. So we got started, and guess what? There was a lot of pushback. Not surprising. So I was, first and foremost, given the authority to push back on people nicely. As the email executor, though, it was my job to say, hey, I'm glad that you want that email, but we're not going to be able to do it because this email is already being sent that day, or we're already emailing too many people that week, etc. Okay? So first, I was empowered. Secondly, there was some problem staff who kind of heard me but kind of pushed over me or tried to get me to budge. That's when the VP would come in and say, hey, I hear you, but this is a whole goal that we're all working towards, that we need our emails to improve overall. He became my advocate. He became the enforcer and the person that people could go to complain about me, and he would remind them that we were right, that we needed to make a change in our email. Now, I share this story because I have worked with countless associations since working at Email Maven, trying to get them to change their "we have too much email" culture. And guess what the problem is? They don't have an enforcer. They don't have someone in the C-suite who's pushing to ensure that everyone across the board understands it's important. On the flip side, far too often, it's actually the C-suite that's the problem, and they aren't listening to the people who are sending out the emails that it's a problem. They're not making a change. So, don't be discouraged if you can't make this change, but when I see true email success from an association, it's because they've taken the time to decide what the plan is. They've done all those things, and then they have an enforcer in the C-suite who's verbal about it, and they make sure that their email traffic controller can push back respectfully to people in turn inside the organization. When they do that together, then they actually are able to cut down their email. Now, if you can't do that, still stick around for my next 3 tips, because at least you can get some other things on the docket and get them changed. But if you can accomplish all 4 of these, you will cut down your email traffic, but more importantly, your emails will be read and they will get better conversions. So stick around, like and subscribe, and watch out for our next videos.